This question comes to us from R, and R writes this: Hey, We TV, that parable of the persistent widow, who is that unjust judge? Thank you, R. R, great question when it comes to that parable of the persistent widow and the unjust judge from Luke chapter 18. Let me read a portion of that to make sure everyone is on the same page. And we hear this from Luke chapter 18. And he told them a parable to the effect that they ought always to pray and not lose heart. This is Jesus speaking. Jesus said, In a certain city there was a judge who neither feared God nor respected man, and there was a widow in that city who kept on coming to him and saying, Give me justice against my adversary. For a while he refused, but afterwards he said to himself, Though I neither fear God nor respect man, yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will give her justice so that she will not beat me down by her continual coming. I mean, that parable is just kind of funny. You just imagine this judge who's an absolute complete jerk and neglecting everything about his office, and this persistent widow who just will not give up. Keep on coming and coming and coming. And she comes and nags at him day in and day out, wanting justice for her case. Now, when we think of this parable here, we have to be careful that we don't take this parable and apply this character of the judge to our Lord and God. The reason being is this unjust judge is exactly that. He's unjust. He's a jerk. He has no compassion, no care. He's not just in any means whatsoever. And as a result of that, that makes sense why the widow keeps on coming, being persistent and nagging on him, because he's not doing his job. He's not faithful. So when it comes to looking at this parable and applying it to our everyday life, what really is going on here is that Christ is trying to show us the difference between an unjust judge and a God who is just. And so when we have an unjust judge that can be beaten down by the persistence of a widow who really had no power in that time, how much more will we, who are God's children, be able to have answers to our prayer to a God who actually loves us and cares for us? Let me read a little commentary on this to expound on this a little bit more. It says this: If even an unjust judge who does not honor the laws of God and man can be induced to act by the incessant appeals of a widow, now here's the key: how much more will God act to uphold his people when they cry to him? The parable is essentially an encouragement to continue in prayer without losing heart right through the difficult times or waiting before the Son of Man comes. A couple more thoughts here to share with you. This text shows us that we can continue in prayer because our God is not unjust, but he is just. Our God is not uncompassionate, but he is compassionate. Our God is not one who is deaf, but one who listens to his people. Our God is not evil like this unjust judge, but he is good. He is very, very good. And so as believers, we continue to pray day in and day out, knowing that our God is not some unjust judge, but that he is just. He's good, he's true, and he listens to the cries of his faithful saints as we cry out in faith about our struggles, and he indeed answers our prayers. Sometimes yes, and sometimes no, but these answers are all good for us, and yes, in Jesus Christ. So there you have it. The unjust judge, it's not God. He's just a jerk. But we don't have a jerk of a God. We have a God who is just and compassionate and indeed hears us when we cry out to him. I hope that helps, and we'll catch you next time. If you want to learn more on this topic, please check out Issues Etc. Talk Radio for the Thinking Christian. Peter's going to leave a link below. You can click on it, download it, and listen to it. You won't be disappointed. Also, 25 likes and 25 comments on this YouTube video will boost it for others to see. I'm also going to leave a link below on this unjust judge and the persistent widow. It's basically a commentary on what we just talked about. So check it out. I believe you'll enjoy that too as well.
Worldview Everlasting is solid, Christian, and free because it is viewer supported. Your monthly gift of $5, $10, or $25 is the reason that we can continue to improve and expand these tools for online Christian outreach and discipleship. To make a one-time donation, sign up for the Lutheran Ninja Clan regular giving, or to find information about how to put Worldview Everlasting in your congregation's budget, click Donate Now.